Hey and welcome on guys and welcome back to another video, and today I will be making a tier list. On the best Valorant agent. Now let's start. Now let's start. Now let's start off with Breach. So Breach is pretty good. He's not bad at all. His flashes are used to be OP, but now they are very good. Splashes are very good. He's clearing out. His clearing out is very good, and his stuns and his ultimate is really good too. I will give him a solid B. Now let's move on to Astra. Now I have nothing to say other than she's OP. Astra needs a nerf. If Astra doesn't get a nerf, then she will be the most power controller, And in some maps like Breeze and Icebox, if you mix Astra and Viper, it is almost easy, and it gives almost like an advantage. Astra's stars, everything is good. Her smokes is the best. She's the best controller by far, no doubt. So she's S tier. And I want to say that another thing is that a downside of her is you need to stay in astral form a lot, and that's kind of bad for some people because they don't know how to take cover. Like me, sometimes I just forget and don't take cover and die. But that's only the downfall. Astra's concuss are good. Her sucky is good, and yeah. Overall, Astra is S tier, God tier. Now let's go on with Brimstone. Brimstone. When it was a beta, Brimstone was one of the only smokers. Brimstone and Omen and Viper. Viper wasn't the agent in the beta time, and like Brimstone, like was the best controller by far. I mean, the second best controller. It was Omen back then, but right now he might, and I say this with something, but he might be the worst smoker. He might be in D tier almost. It's hard for Brimstone, man. Brimstone needs a buff. He only has 3 smokes, and his molly is pretty good, but it just isn't enough, and his combat stims are basically useless. Right now, he needs the buff. He needs a serious buff. He really needs a serious buff. Now let's put him in detail for now. Now let's start off with Cypher. Cypher is pretty good. His tripwires is like the really good info. Cypher overall as a sentinel, I'm saying this as a sentinel. As a sentinel, Cypher is like so good. He's like one of the best sentinels. For me, the best sentinel is Killjoy, but he's one of the best sentinels, and because of that reason, I'm putting in A. Because his cages are good. It can block off sights too. It can block off visions. It's not too overpowered. His tripwires are very good. You have 2 of them, and his like cameras is very good. The only downfall about Cypher is his ultimate, and that's really shocking because Cypher's ultimate actually just, if you get the ultimate and you just get a dead body and then you use it, you just can't even use it off the bat. You just need to kill, and you need to find a dead body to do it, and the location of everybody. I think the location that's given, in some cases it will be good if there is hiding, like let's say Split. I just played a game on Split. I was playing with a Cypher. The Cypher ulted, and I saw the Viper that was hiding. In that scenario, it's good, but overall, his ultimate is not that good. So I'll just keep him at A. You know what? Breach is at A, and Cypher is at B. Yes. No. Cypher is at A, and Breach is at A too. Breach is good too. Oh my god, Jet. Jet is D tier. I don't care what anybody says. On the real note, the Jet is pretty good, and surprisingly, she's one of the only agents I don't play. Like I have not even unlocked a lot of agents, but she's like one of the only agents I have unlocked and not played. But of course, Jet is still top of rank, even though Neon came, Chamber came. Her mobility, her dash is still pretty good. Now let's talk about Omen now. Omen and Brimstone need a lot of buffs. Now Omen in like lower rank is still pretty viable. You know, in a higher rank too, it's still pretty viable. If you saw the champions, you saw Bone Cold playing it on split. So Omen is not that good, not that bad. But his teleports are a little bit bad, not that bad. His ultimate is really good to take off to if you're like 1v2, 1v5, 1v4, 1v3, and you're like in A. There's a lot of people in A, and then even though like if a lot of people are in A, you can just teleport if you have the spike and go to B or C or anything. So I'm going. Omen is going to teleport himself to B. Omen is B. Yes. Now let's talk about Phoenix. Now Phoenix is pretty good. Sorry to say, it's pretty bad. He doesn't have any usage in ranked. He's only used mostly in Heaven by Sick and some other people. He's only used in the map Heaven, and I don't really think even like he's good. His flashes are bad. His mollies are just useless, and while he's useless, his ultimate is kind of good, but not that. I'm going to put Phoenix at D. Yeah. Phoenix is at D. Now Raze. I used to be a Raze main. I've played a lot of Raze in my time. Now I'm switching over to a lot of agents. I play a lot of agents except Jed. I used to not play Jed and Sova. Now I play Sova and Heaven in the map Heaven. Now let's talk about Raze. Raze might be one of the best duelists, and she might be one of the best, but she's one of the best. And there's 6 duelists, and there's a lot of competition too. There being Jet and Raze. She's really good in some maps like Bind. Some people call Raze's playground, and some people call she's really needed in Split and Bind. People call Raze in Bind. People call Raze literally. People call Bind Raze's playground, and people call Split Raze's modern playground. So her statues are good. You can add a bit of verticality in it, and her boombot is really good, and her grenades is good. Her ult is one of the best ults. So I'll give it a solid A. Yeah. Now let's move on to Sage. I think everybody has played Sage once when they were bad. Like, that's not a good sign, because Sage has a really low skill ceiling. But if you're a good Sage, man, it's over. Sage is a really good agent. Her heals are really good. Her real heals, of course, is very good. Her res is good. Her slows are good. Her wilds is good. Now I'll give it a solid A. Yep. Many people would give it a B, but I give it a solid Sage, a solid A for Sage. That's pretty viable. Sova is the best. Is the best initiator. No, he's actually not the best initiator. It's Kaina, but Sova is really good. Her recon boards even though if they don't give out things, even people don't think of this, but even though your recon board is broken, you can actually get info because it's broken, and a person is right there that's trying to break it. So yeah, Sova S. Yep, Sova is S. Yep. Now let's move on to Viper. Viper is S, definitely. Her walls are good. Her poison orb is good. Her mollies are good. Her ult is the best ult of controllers. Yep, she's a S. Now let's move on to Reyna. The fact that Reyna is still like this good is harming for me at least. But only downfall is that you need to actually get kills. You know, for her to use half of her ability, literally two of her abilities. You need to kill to get it, and it's maybe rewarding, but like I don't know. It's like if you're low HP and like some agents don't even have a heal, but she has a heal. If you're low HP, you can use a heal. But if only if you take a fight, that means if you are better off low HP with a person like let's say KO that can't even heal himself, you would go off better because you not take fight you can. But in Reyna, you know that you have a heal and you'll be tempted to take the fight. So yep, Reyna is a B tier. Yep. She's still good in a lot of maps. Scream, Liquid Scream. He uses Reyna a lot and it's actually fun. Now Killjoy. For me, Killjoy is the best Sentinel. Yep, best Sentinel. Killjoy is the best Sentinel, and her turret is good. And many people like her turret. Her alarm bot gets overthrown, but like her alarm bot is so underrated. It almost is like you can't even like control it or something because it's just going to jump on you and it's going to get vulnerable. So yeah, Killjoy is and her swamp grenades or mollies are pretty good if you're an attacker and you're just an alone player, and then you can just stack them in the site and stack them with the bomb, and yeah, Killjoy is a solid A. Now Sky is S tier. No, I'm just kidding. Sky is S tier, but maybe she's like really good. Wait, can we like wait. Sky is S tier, but like Sky is S tier. No, Sky is S tier, but Sky, if her heals were can heal her, then she would be OP. But Sky's flashes, they used to be the best flashes, and I still think they're the best flashes because they give free info. I still think Sky's flashes is better than KO's flashes, to be exact. KO's flashes are insane, but I still think Sky's flashes are better than KO's flashes. Sky's her flash is good, her dog is good, healing of course, and her ult is just a free info, and it's really good. So I keep Sky at S tier. No, I give Sky a S tier, and I maybe give Sova. No, Sova is still S tier. Yep, and Viper is like A tier. She's still really strong. In like 2 months, when a lot of players know her how to play, she will be, you know what, Viper is S tier. I was like having 5 S tiers would be a little bit odd, but nah, Sky is S tier, Viper is S tier. Yoru. Many people would think I'm crazy, but there's nothing to say about Yoru. KO, there's nothing to say about Yoru. Seriously, my friend in my call is just laughing. I don't think you guys hear, but he's literally laughing in the call. Now, KO's actually really good. His flashes are, many people say he's the best, but I think Sky flashes are still the best. His flashes are good, they're solid. His knife. Now, I was surprised KO wasn't like, now let's get into the objective. I was so surprised that KO's knives were not, KO was not used in comp a lot. Because of his knife. His knife is just a free info. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just free info. His knife, his main thing is just free info. But there's a but to it. But many pro teams like Ascend, Liquid, and I even saw Gambit. No, not Gambit. No, those are the main teams that I've saw play KO. I saw Zeke of Ascent play KO on Breeze, and Soulcast of Team Liquid pretty much is a KO main. He pretty much plays KO. So his flashes are good, his mollies are incredible. They can knock down the side. His knife is good. His ultimate is a little bit short, but still good. So I give it a solid A. Now chamber. Chamber. Teleport is very good. His sheriff is really good. His alarm bot, his slows are really good. His ultimate, if you're upper like Wardell, tens, really good. I'll give it a solid A. Yeah. And Neon, is Neon S tier? That's my question. But before Neon, I want to make some few changes because I thought about it. Viper and Sky belongs to the A tier. That's all I can say. And Phoenix belongs here. No, Phoenix belongs here. And Viper and Sky is only here. That's all I wanted to change. Now Neon. Is she S tier? In Breeze and Split, she's like S tier. She's like S plus tier. But there is something. Wait, I want to make it. Wait, I want to do something. So I can't make up my mind if a Sky and Viper is S tier. So I'm going to name this S and A tier. So yeah, S and A tier, it's between S and A. Viper and Sky go here. Now Neon. I don't think Neon is that good. Just kidding. She's incredible. Neon is really good. Her slides are really good. She's so fast. She can just rotate to the other side of the map in even Breeze and Icebox. So fast. And yeah, she's actually really good. But I give it. Since she's not been tested, if she was tested in comp, she would be right here. But she's not tested, so I'll keep it here. Now I don't want to make some changes. Now I want to make changes that Kyo would be here too in the SN8 tier, and I would like to say that Killjoy is here. Killjoy has a spot in my heart. That's it. I guess this is my agent tier, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you in another one. And many of you, see you in another one. And many of you, okay, I might have messed it up, but many of you are asking me in my Discord that why are you not uploading? It's because my channel got a fake copyright strike, but now it got lifted, and here I am making a video. Safe to say, I'm very proud of this. I'm proud of this agent tier list. I think all of them are really good. Neon is pretty good, and yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to help with the algorithm, and see you guys tomorrow.